ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video with me, Mystery Flipping. My name is Josh. I hope you're well. This is the third collection I have purchased in under a month. Now, this is probably going to start being kind of released to my YouTube in March time or late February. But I have bought this just yesterday, which was the 9th of February. So a lot of these pops probably have been sold because there are some that I'm keeping, some that I'm not. However, this time I'm not going to do the guessing game of how much did I pay. But all I'll say is I got a cracking deal. I was originally going to be paying £525 for this all, but it included Captain Hook and Peter Pan OGs. But we declined the offer on that just purely because the seller was really honest. He wasn't too sure if they were real or fake ones. I posted the pictures up on the Funko communities, and it was kind of mixed reaction, 50-50 I'd say, of fake and real. And for me, for the price, I couldn't justify paying it. So we knocked £190 off, and I paid £335 for this all. And in total, I reckon there's probably close to £800 to £900, maybe even closer to £1,000 worth of value. But we do have a lot of out-of-box pops, plus a lot of big hits in boxes. In this video, I am going to do the out-of-box pops. So we do have some inbox here, the inbox pops here, and of course a load of inbox here. So what I'm going to do is split this into three. I'm going to do a load of out-of-box pops. These will kind of go really quite quick. Just purely because, firstly, my battery's running low on my phone. Secondly, there's a lot of them. But what I will do is constantly put like the prices of all the pops. I have found every single out-of-box pop price. However, I don't remember all their names, so just shoot me if I don't know them all. But we will start cracking on. So the first one we have is Herbie. This is one of the Fantastic Four lot, I believe. But we have Herbie. Then to go with that line, we have Super Skrull. Now I've had this inbox, and it doesn't necessarily sell for much, but I still think it's a really good pop. Now, none of these out-of-box pops I'll keep, purely because I'm not an out-of-box person. But the reason I took it was because he wanted £100 for the out-of-box pops. I whittled it down to £60. And the reason behind it is for, like, this pop here. Is Ryuk. You would have seen this in a Mail Day Monday. I have the boxed version. It's worth £29, and easily out of box you can get £10 to £15 for it. So for me, it was just trying to come up with it. But I've got people that would like to do customs, so I have some really good custom pops that potentially could be made from these, which is another reason why I kind of wanted to purchase it. But the third one is Ryuk. Then the other reason was for a pop like this. We have the Marty on Hoverboard. I believe this, at the time of recording, is roughly in the £30 range. So on these two alone, I probably could make half my money back, even if I sell the rest for £2. I'm still looking at £100, £150 worth of out-of-box pops. Also, I will say, some of these pops are damaged, and some of the out-of-box ones have some sort of damage. For instance, like this one, we have our Hulk. Now this is me missing the Bruce Banner, and also where it's meant to be a bobblehead, he has super glued it, which of course means that it's not a bobblehead. But yet this is worth like £35 if it was all together. But on this Hulk alone, you still could get £5 to £10, I reckon, purely because there's no other kind of grey Hulk. And secondly, the Hulk is awesome. Now, my favourite, or one of my favourite characters, and also film franchises, is Thor. And this is probably one of my favourite characters, and it is Korg. Now, I absolutely love Korg. I actually may keep this one, purely because even though I'm not an out-of-box collector, I do appreciate some of the best kind of characters, and I do think Korg is a great character. Going along with that, one of the other good characters from Thor is this guy, and it's played by Idris Elba. It is Heimdall, or Hamdall. I can't say the name, but a good pop. I do like the actor. I would actually like to get that pop signed by Idris Elba personally, purely because I think he's a genius. Now, going to a pop that I'm not sure what it was, is one of them. Of course, you'll see it in the corner. I have found who it is, but again, I wasn't too sure on who this was. And even though I researched it, I still don't know who it was. I'll just do a couple more that I wasn't too sure on. So like this one, I wasn't too sure who this was. Of course, I was checking like the feet because under here it does tell me like it's DC. So I was searching DC, and of course I found it. At one stage I thought maybe like Crossbones or someone like that, and it was just a kind of different version, but it really wasn't. And whoever it was again will be up here. Going on to some of the kind of cool ones. Now I can't remember who this is, but I know it's out of Naruto. Now I do absolutely love anime pops. I haven't really watched Naruto. However, I do think that their pops are some of the best pops actually made. I just think the detail, and also because I'm an absolute lover for Japanese, I just think that these look absolutely cracking. So we have a Naruto pop. Now going for Naruto, we have, of course, My Hero Academia. And I keep saying it's Big Teacher, but it's not. I think this is All Might, I think this is Teacher All Might or something like that. But I'm pretty sure this is All Might from My Hero Academia. Again, really cool pop. And I definitely can't complain. Then I've just got to move. We'll go to some more anime, and we have Piccolo. Now, I have always got so many Piccolos, but again, when you've got Dragon Ball Z and anime pops, they generally sell, purely because people want them. Going on to one that I really couldn't find for ages, was this pop, because I knew it had to be an anime pop, purely because the way they kind of are, you can kind of see when they're anime, compared to someone like this who's DC. It's just in the features, you know whether they're kind of anime or not. I think, if I'm correct in saying, this is from Fairy Tail, but of course it'll go up there. But good pop, not one that I'm necessarily looking to keep, but nonetheless. Another pop that took me ages to find, to the extent that I had to ask friends, family, to try and find this pop, and we eventually did. And it's this lady. I have forgotten what she's from. I've forgotten it, but it's from the TV series. But my God, wasn't this hard. I could not find it for love nor money. Then, really cool pop here. We have Taskmaster. I think this is from the game, if I'm correct in saying. Not one that I intend to keep, but I still think this pop looks really, really good. Then we will do some Marvel. We have, of course, Captain Marvel. Now, I know these sort of pops don't necessarily go for much, but of course, these all look good as customs, and if not, people may want them for £2 or £3. So I don't mind kind of buying pops like that. Now to one of my favourite, because I like the game, we have Ms. Chalice from Cuphead. Now, I know if I was to give this to my daughter, who's one, she would think this is a milkshake, and she would try and suck the straw, bless her. But we have a really nice pop. I actually have this in box, and I can't wait, because my dad and family are coming to Peterborough to bring a load of my pops. So soon I may show off kind of some of the pops that I've got in my collection. A lot of them you kind of have seen, because I wasn't really collecting before YouTube. I knew about them, I liked them, but I didn't properly collect. Another Marvel, we have War Machine, I think then. I don't particularly like War Machine. It just looks like a knockoff. I know it is a knockoff of Iron Man, but just not my cup of tea. One of my favourite characters in the Marvel Universe is this lady. It is Valkyrie. Again, from one of my favourite movies, Thor Ragnarok. Personally think it's a brilliant movie. A lot of people didn't like it. I just found it the comedic kind of side of it, and I absolutely love Thor Ragnarok. So Valkyrie was a big part of that. On to this one. I've forgotten who this was. Because originally I thought it was Star-Lord, and then I thought it was Ant-Man, and I've forgotten now who it is. Again, it'll pop up there. But that is me having a nightmare. I think, if I'm correct in saying, this might be from Daredevil. No, it's not from Daredevil. I can't remember. It's going up there somewhere. The reason I was thinking it was from Daredevil is because of these next two pops. You have this one, who I think it's only worth like £5 or £6, but then one to my right is a bit more. And I'm pretty sure these were the Daredevil Pops. It's this one and this one. And I think this one's worth like 10-15 quid, if I'm correct. So I can't go wrong with that. Then on to some of the oldest pops that I actually picked up. And they're worth a little bit. We have, of course, Game of Thrones pops. I've forgotten this. This is Lannister. I just can't remember the name. I think this is Lannister at least. I'm pretty sure that's what I saw. Nice pop. Not my cup of tea because I know a lot of people love Game of Thrones. I just didn't get into it. I prefer Vikings personally. I understand the fantasy side of Game of Thrones, but I prefer the real life kind of stuff. And then I think this is Cersei, if I'm correct. But it's so weird seeing how different they are made now from 2013. Then we have a good character in Deadpool series. We have Dynamo. So a really cool character from Deadpool 2, I think. Yes, Deadpool 2. Which made kind of the film a little bit better, I guess. Then a pop that I've had millions of times is T'Challa. I think this is T'Challa at least. And if it's not T'Challa, it's Eric Killmonger. I've just completely drawn a blank. But from Black Panther, the only thing I hate about these bobbleheads is the head just plays stupid games. But nice pop. Then I have forgotten who this is. It is from, I think, Avengers. I just forgotten the name, but of course it's the bad guy in the film. I have completely forgotten. It's drawn with a blank on me. But it will pop up here. But we did get a lot of Marvel, to be honest. Then we have Maria Rambo from Captain Marvel. Again, I've had this pop in box about a million times. I can't stand Captain Marvel, I'm not going to lie. I think it's absolutely dreadful. Which goes on to my last Captain Marvel. Again, this one's not too bad. This is not the glow. Don't worry. The reason I thought it was is because the preview, I've got the glow in box. But for some reason I thought it was then. Then we have a good one. I do need to super glue something together in this one because we have Venom Pool, and as you can see, he has a sword, and I do have it here. I just need to glue it back together, and then this will be perfectly fine. Then we have this guy. I have forgotten who it is again. I'm not the best with names, but this is a pop from Avengers, not Avengers, from the Marvel Universe as well, but really good looking pop. Now going to some anime again, we have Trunks, and I've had so many Trunks, whether it be normal Trunks, future Trunks, every kind of Trunks. But again, a good anime. This is, I've forgotten again, it's from My Hero Academia, I believe. But again, you can tell it's an anime pop. And My Hero ones can actually go for some decent money. And plus a lot of anime fans out there. Then we have a Spidey. Again, this is probably one of my least favourite Marvel characters. I know it's a bit of a statement because I know that Spider-Man is a big favourite for a lot. However, I may watch it if all three of the... Tom Holland and the other two from Spider-Man actually go into it. Which then I may have to watch. Then we have this lady, who also took me a while to find because I wasn't too sure who it was, but I think it's from Marvel, if I'm correct. Yep, from Marvel. Took me a while to find, I eventually found it, and of course it'll pop up there. And the final out-of-box pop is Luke Cage. So I can't really complain. I personally think there were some really good out-of-box pops. Again, I don't collect them, but I personally got it mainly because, one, I know it's a really sought-after pop from Death Note. And again, for £60, can you go wrong with that? Even if you sold them for £2 each, you're breaking even. I know that's not the point of it all, but at the same time, it's kind of, one, it gives me some kind of something to kind of give to YouTube. Secondly, I enjoy seeing all of these pops. You know, I don't necessarily collect them, however, I appreciate them and see them for what they are. And thirdly, it's to show you guys what's out there still. You know, I've got some 2013 pops that I probably never would have got in inbox, in any kind of mystery box, so I cannot complain. But I hope you guys did enjoy that. If you did, leave me a like. Tell me what is your favourite out-of-box pops, and also what's your favourite franchise? Is it Marvel, DC? Let me know. What's your favourite pop that you personally own? And of course, subscribe if you're new around here. And of course, we will do the other 2 parts very soon. Until next time, guys, I shall see you all.